Keywords, keywords, keywords. What keywords should you enter into your website to help it rank and get it more traffic to get you more business for your business? Well, it's really not that complicated. I'm going to show you exactly how to figure that out. What's up there, guys? Izzy here once again with Do It Yourself Junk Removal SEO, where I help junk removal companies, dumpster rentals, small business owners really improve their websites, their online presence to get more business for their business utilizing Google for that objective. And today what I want to discuss is keywords and keywords for websites. Now, this is something that a lot of SEO agencies, a lot of companies try to make sound super technical, but it really is not. It's actually quite simple when you think about it. All you have to do is think about what your customers are typing into Google to look for your services. You guys that are in the junk removal service, this is really quite easy. More than likely, I say 80-90% of the time, people type in these two words: junk removal. That's it. I think the third on the list, second on the list is junk removal service. Third is junk removal services. But your main objective is your city. For example, this one here: junk removal, Newburgh, New York; junk removal, Roanoke, Virginia; junk removal, Las Vegas, Nevada. Those are your main keywords to be found for. And more than likely, that should be your headline for your business. Whatever city you're in, that's what your website should be about. Las Vegas junk removal, um, Santa Rosa junk removal, Redding, California junk removal. It doesn't matter. But your other keywords are junk removal services, junk removal service, and those types of searches is all you really need to be found for. There's other searches too, like junk hauling, for example. In some areas, people type in junk hauling services, those things like that. So you include those words into your content of your website. Now, when you build your website, I always like to say to create as much content as you can, not go overboard or anything. Like, over the years when I first started this, people tell me it was like 2,000 words, 1,500 words on the first page. I've come to realize you can get away with like 1,000 words and it should be just fine, because again, Google is constantly, over the years, I've started to realize this too, is that all Google is doing, all its algorithm and its crawlers and everything that it's doing is trying to mimic human interaction, human behavior. That's all it's doing. And it's over the years, eventually is going to be pretty damn equal. So if you can create a website that makes a customer happy, there's a 99.9% chance it's going to make Google happy. So it's going to be one and the same. Before, in the stone age of SEO, people would just pile in the keywords: junk removal, junk removal, junk removal. On the bottom, they put in junk removal like a million times to trick the search engine into having it, force it into getting found for junk removal in a particular area. And these days, I don't know why that switched over. And then these days, Google is becoming more human like. So you have to build a site that's easy for a customer to really maneuver through, really get to the point, and just make the customer happy. So that's why keywords are not that super complicated. So all you have to do is add in junk removal service, and junk removal services spread out naturally and organically throughout your website to make it sound natural, and your website's just going to be, it's going to do just fine. Like this, for example, I put in here junk removal, Newburgh, New York, right off the top, you know. So Google sees this junk removal here, and it sees this here, so it's going to rank for all that stuff here. See, and then I added here. You notice that junk removal service, junk removal in Newburgh, New York. This was what I just finished, so it's going to take a while for it to rank. So don't expect to find it right away. Junk removal service again right here. Let me see here. Pretty sure I spread it out in other places too. Junk removal services. Again, just write kind of like naturally what you would naturally would write. Don't spam the hell out of it, because Google, believe it or not, will notice that too. If a human being is reading it and it sounds spammy, believe it or not, Google knows it's spammy. So when you're creating your content, make sure it sounds natural. If you hire somebody to write this stuff for you, or if you see some examples out there and get some ideas how to make that happen, make sure you just write naturally. Another thing I want to point out to you guys: never copy content. I mean, never don't go copy and paste content from another website, because you're not going to believe this. Google knows if you copy the content and put it onto your website. It 100% knows. It's crazy, but it does. and it won't penalize your website other than just to basically ignore it. Just won't pay attention to it and just look over it. And you don't want that. You want Google to pay attention to your website. So don't copy content. Get some ideas from content from other websites, but do not copy. But pretty much just write naturally. What would take place when you're having a conversation with somebody about the service that you're having, and come up with a good amount of content. About 1,000 words should be good. And again, see how I always included junk removal services. So it's sprinkled throughout. It looks natural. It sounds natural when you read it, and you guys should be just fine. But the main keywords you want to be found for: junk removal service, junk removal services, and then of course your city, either in the front or the back, in different combinations, so that Google kind of gets it. A human being reading it would understand it. Like if I sat somebody just walking down the street, tell them to sit down, read this website, what would they tell me? They would know, oh, it's a junk removal service out in Newburgh, New York. Pretty much, pretty straightforward. So that's all you have to do. So keywords is not overcomplicated. You don't want to overdo it. So it's just really, really simple. A lot of SEO companies like to try to make it sound technical. That way you can charge a lot of money, I think. That kind of crap. You don't want that. Just it's not that hard. Just the main words, junk removal, and you're good to go. But that's the points I got for you guys today. If you guys want to learn more about the SEO, some of the services that I do, some services that I provide, I try to go through as many things as I can through these videos so you guys can do this stuff yourself. But you guys still need extra help, feel free to reach out to me in my description. I offer some of these services like the website design. I do SEO too if you guys are looking to get that done, especially in really competitive areas. I'll make that happen for you guys out there too. So that's all I got for you guys today. Hope you guys enjoyed that. Until next time.